Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I once again welcome all of you to this Bhakti Sanga Japa newsletter interview for the month of March. And this month we are going to have with us Her Grace Padma Mataji as a guest speaker. And I would like to give a brief introduction about Mataji. Her Grace Padma Mataji is in Krishna consciousness for few years, and Mataji is from Virginia, USA. And Mataji is the aspiring disciple of His Holiness Romapat Swami Maharaj. And Mataji is the principal architect in Verizon company, which means she's working as a principal architect in the company named as Verizon. And Mataji is also doing few services in Bhakti Sanga, which comprises like Jagannath Kitchen updates and the greeting services on Bhakti Sanga. And Mataji is into temple cooking also. So I'm really very fortunate and very happy to welcome Mataji on the call today. And I thank you, Mataji, for giving us your valuable time and association. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatrupasya kripa sindhu pevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah ananta koti vaishnav kundi ki jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you for having me, Mataji. I am nowhere a qualified candidate, Mataji, but I'm very fortunate, and this helped me for my purification. I'm very fortunate to be here, Mataji, for whatever I could inspire, or more than inspiring, I want to maybe purify myself. I'm just speaking for purification of myself, Mataji. Hari Bol. So
thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. So,
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, just let us know, like, how was your journey in Krishna consciousness, and how is your journey in Krishna consciousness, and how did you come into this movement, Mataji? Initially, what is your impression in this movement also?
So, when my kids were 2 and 3 years old, I think this is way back, like 2011, 12 or something. I used to work for Fannie Mae company, and there Sundarananda Prabhu, right? Sundarananda Prabhu, whose name is Sampath Kari at the time. We were colleagues for 15 years. So my daughter, she was 2 or something. She likes Krishna so much, and she's always into Krishna and watching. And then Mommy Krishna came. So she used to tell me so many things. So we used to watch like Krishna movie, Hanuman, Ramayana. These are only our movies in the night, or the story books, because I got some books from India, mythological books. At that time, I was searching for, is there any Bhagavad Gita study group or something where I can go and I can have my kids also. I was looking for that, and I mentioned it to Sampath Prabhu, like Sundarananda Prabhu at that time in the office. Then he guided me, because there is another colleague who does the Bhakti Vriksha, Sankadhari Prabhu and Parameshwari Mataji. So he suggested that I live in Ashburn, but Mataji and Prabhu live in Handan, which is 20 minutes from me. So he suggested that they have a group. Whenever you can, Saturday they meet, you can go. That's when I started going with my kids, my 2 kids, on Saturdays for Bhakti Vriksha, and whenever I could go, because I have kids like 1 year apart. So it is kind of a full-time job and managing kids. And my Prabhu is not much available at home because he's busy at work. So it was kind of little hectic, but I managed to go every Saturday with the 2 kids. And kids used to also love it, because kids used to like it. So that is how it started, Mataji journey.
Very well, Mataji. So when you have the desire, I could see when you have the desire, Krishna makes the way that even if it was tough, but you can go. So that is how this Krishna consciousness is. And what was your feel when you heard about this the class which you went for the first time? Can you share something?
I don't previously, Mataji, so I should tell that. So I think I started sometime in October, if I recollect properly, and then October time frame, before the Kartik. And before coming into Krishna conscious, I used to eat non-veg, and the other things are not there, but I used to eat non-veg and cook non-veg at home for the kids and family. I think I was attract. I would say I was so happy when I go there. So at the time when I was practicing, I think then the Kartik Mas came, Damodar Leela and all these things, right? I think during that time, I stopped eating chicken. I told myself in this Kartik onwards, I'm not eating chicken anymore. And then I stopped. But I used to cook for family, but I stopped. As soon as I stopped, I told my daughter that because we don't offer this to Krishna, so we don't eat. So as soon as I stopped, my daughter said, I'm not going to eat chicken. And then she stopped. She was like 2.5 at that time, maybe 3. But my son, who is 4, he is more attached to chicken. So he said, Mommy, no. So he still continues now. Still from that day until now, I and my daughter won't eat. Um, so far, we are not eating at all. Egg or chicken, nothing we'll eat. And my husband, my Prabhu, used to eat at the time, but he also stopped eating for the past. He's not into Krishna conscious, but he also stopped eating any form of meat like for the past 5-6 years now. So at that time, even though I have like you have material friends, right? All the people, and when I go parties, I used to find a lot of immense joy and happiness. I go there. So even when I have a family here, like my brothers also live very close by. So sometimes when they have parties, I used to go to Bhakti Vriksha and then come late at 9:30, even though the parties is a family party at 6 o'clock, because I used to find happiness. I should somehow I cannot miss that thing. And it used to bother me if even if it's some other thing. So at that time I was so involved, and my japa also was very, I would say that my japa is also actually quality better, in the sense that in the beginning of my Krishna conscious life, and my husband goes around 5 6 a.m. in the morning when he goes to work, and he takes food, because when he goes for like Prabhu 3 4 days to work. He goes, takes food. He doesn't eat outside at all. So I used to wake up 3:30, take bath and cook prasadam, and all for him. Some in the night I used to cook, but some in the morning. So I used to do that um, most of the times, right? And but it did not continue later. That's how I would say. So I was inspired, and I was so connected and all. I really wish later on the years it became that much. My japa was not that intense now. I clearly see the difference then and now, but I'm still working on it, Mataji.
Hare Bol, Hare Krishna, Mataji. So, yes, that is the joy in Krishna consciousness. Just as Prabhupada says, come, dance, sing. When you feel tired, just have some prasad, then again dance, sing.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji. It was
So,
so fun. And
this is what is called as free will, also, Mataji.
yeah.
So, the free will which we have, when we are invited for the party, and when we want to go for the Bhakti Vriksha, but it is the free will of us that which one we have to choose.
Yes,
So when we
Mataji.
choose Krishna, then we can go towards Krishna. Means like which makes him happy. That is the path which we are choosing. Then Krishna will be happy. So and yes. So very nicely you said, Mataji, about your joyfulness, and as you were saying, how is your, as you were saying that your family is not into Krishna consciousness. Of course, there are many other Matajis or Prabhujis who are also facing all these issues. So, how did you handle that, Mataji? Like your Prabhuji or of course,
So
your daughter is there, but still,
yeah, so
in a
I
family,
think,
when, yeah.
yeah, Mataji, I understand. So I think after a couple of years, Mataji, because of some challenges, that also the work pressure and the kids handling and all these things, I stopped going to Bhakti Vriksha, Mataji. So I did not continue because that's creating little more conflicts. And also, I think I am overwhelmed, I would say, to manage everything and these things. So I still do chanting, but I don't. I did not go to all Bhakti Vrikshas and all meetings, right? I stopped for a while. And then, but when Maharaj comes and all, I try to go as much as possible myself. Uh, if I'm able to take kids, I'll take them. But I myself will go when the Maharaj comes, when the programs comes, whenever I can do services, whatever the time I could, I will try to go, Mataji. But for the recent few years, I think they understood that this is what more I get joy from, and I like this. So I think family is also more cooperative for me. That whatever I say, whatever it is, that is that is what she likes. So I think now I just go and do Mataji, but I'm still working, because to sometimes I feel that I don't want this life. I just want to go to ashram and just go to Vrindavan, stay there and live. But it is not possible sometimes, because you have situations and all, right? But I think I'm still working, Mataji. I am still working and very novice in my Krishna conscious journey. Um, and actually, this Bhakti Sanga Japa group morning, that gives me, I would say, inspires me so much. The kind of the speakers Matajis get, and it's so like a family, Mataji. It's like how would I say this? Like even though I have Bhakti Vriksha here and I have go to them. I used to go them, but now I'm not going. But I'm still connected with them all the time. We go for temple services. Bhakti Sangha is like a family, Mataji. It so inspires me, the kind of speakers she gets, the kind of things we do, things for Ekadasi and all, keep me on, like, sometimes I forget, right? So I really, so grateful, so grateful. I cannot express in my words how much grateful to found Bhakti Sangha. I think I came to know about this Bhakti Sangha um, from Sambat Prabhu only, because I was just trying to see, is there any way I'm able to go? Is there any way I can hear online? I think this is just before the COVID. Just before the COVID, I was asking Sundarana Prabhu, is there anything online that I can hear and do, because I'm unable to go to Bhakti Sangha for whatever reasons? Then that's when Sundarana Prabhu has to send me these links. This is where you can hear online and all. And I used to, because I had a break for 1 year. You did not ask me, I'm telling. I took a break from the work for a couple of months. At that time, I was completely involved, morning, 11 o'clock, evening. I used to join all the programs. But once I started the work back, and I was unable to, because of the meetings and whatnot, right? I was unable to. And I used to find so much joy and so much happiness out of it, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
And
So,
I don't know if you didn't ask me, but I just wanted to tell this, because
no, it's fine,
I am
Mataji.
here today with still, even though I have so many setbacks. I won't say setbacks, like I'm not continuing to Bhakti Vriksha, or I'm not doing some quality japar. I am here today, and I still able to do this. This is all because of Sundarananda Prabhuji. I so much grateful. There are so many other Shankadari Prabhu, Parameshwari Mataji. These are all my Bhakti letters. How much ever fallen soul I am, how much ever not qualified at all, they always hold my, and Vinitanga, all these Matajis, right? Oh, you're so good. I know, but I am here today because Narendra Prabhuji, every time, okay, he'll gently remember, are you chanting? Okay, do this. There is a Bhagavad Gita here. There is Bhagavatam. You can do 21 days. So he always at the back, Prabhu, I did not, it's okay. It's okay. You're doing your best. Whatever he never, whatever he does, everything is positive and uplifting and encouraging, and you feel so much more energy to do it. But still sometimes I fall again. So devotees association is so much wonderful, Mataji. You can, I always think how they can do like this, how, because which is selfless service. Parmeshwari Mataji, Shankatari Prabhu, so much selfless service, and every time I'm so grateful, Mataji, to be in contact with these devotees. Something I have done in Sukruti in previous Janma that I was able to get association. Otherwise, I'm so fallen. I should not be in here. So I'm so grateful, Mataji, just to my heartfelt. So for all the compassion they have for me, and how they take care of me, and how they encourage me in spite of me not chanting sometimes properly. So I am so grateful, Mataji. Sorry.
Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji. So as you said, devotees are the backbones. That's why always we say that when we are out, we should, or when we are some time away, if some devotee is there, then he will remind us whether we have done this, done that. Of course, devotees are really, that's why we always say Vancha Kalpatrupashe, right? So they are always the desire fulfilling tree. So whatever we have not done, they will make us to, they are there to remind us. So we want that association. So that's what in Chaitanya Charitamrita also Mahaprabhu always say, and even our Prabhupada also always insist we have to be in devotees association. And yes, our Bhakti Sangha is a very big backbone and strength. All the classes we have in online, whether it's for kids, for elders, for youths, everything is there in Bhakti Sangha. What not is there, Mataji, in Bhakti Sangha?
Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
So this is, as you said, this is a family. We cannot go out of this. For like all of us who want to hear online only, who are not able to go out, Bhakti Sangha, it's really very much helping actually. So in that case, I'm also very grateful for Bhakti Sangha, Mataji. Same like you. Hare Krishna. So you are saying, Mataji, you are doing some temple services. Like which temple, Mataji, you are doing?
I'm associated with ISKCON DC, Mataji, which is 40 minutes from here, which is, I wish I live very close to 5 minutes away from them so that I can go to Mangalarati and all. There, because of the distance and the responsibilities I have at home, I don't go every Sunday or something. But whenever there is some services, my Bhakti Rickshaw leader will inform us there's some services if you would like, because last weekend was a temple opening. So they have a old temple, but they built a new temple, bigger temple. So when the kind of services are there, whenever I'm able to go, Mataji, I'll try to go in the cutting vegetables. I am not initiated devotee, so I cannot cook or anything, but I just help like other services, whatever I am able to, Mataji. So
Very wonderful, Mataji. Very nice, Mataji. Actually, getting that services itself is a big thing, you know. Like,
yeah.
and you were saying that you were aspiring for Maharaj.
Rompaswa Maharaj, initiation for
Rompaswa Maharaj.
Rompaswa Maharaj.
How did you get to know about Maharaj?
So
how did you get that aspiration that, okay, I should have this
my
Maharaj?
Bhakti Vriksha leader is the disciple of Rompaswa Maharaj, and Rompaswa Maharaj at least 3 times a year he comes here to Virginia, and Sampat Prabhu, like Sundarananda Prabhu, is also a disciple of Rompaswa Maharaj, and that is how, like, here in this area like the Maharaj comes very often. Like the Gita Nagari, they do this Gita Nagari retreats. Gita Nagari is like I think 2 or 3 hours from here in Pennsylvania, I think. So he does Gita Nagari retreats. He does some Japa retreats here, like Labor Day, Memorial Day weekend, during the January, like during this long weekends, Mataji, he does the retreats, like, right? So he comes here sometimes, and he conducts those retreats, and I used to attend those retreats. So because through my Bhakti Rickshaw leader, I came to know, and then I was so inspired by him. He's very, we cannot tell Maharaj is so wonderful, very disciplined, and very not even a one single minute he won't waste. Like he's like 70 plus 74 years, I think, to be precise, and he still travels a lot, right? And then he's so inspirational, so not even a single minute, and then very encouraging Mataji. And I'm so blessed that I met him last weekend for during the temple opening.
Ah,
And
yes.
yeah,
I saw the
he
picture. Yeah.
was there too. So that is how, and that's why I'm aspiring from him, because he is with my Bhakti Vriksha leaders, and I have association of him and able to talk to him.
Oh,
Yeah, talk to him in the sense, like, because he gives here comes and lectures, and I think even other than long weekends also, for example, temple opening is there, right? So he comes before 3 4 days before, and then when it is there, morning Bhagavata class happens with my in my Bhakti Vriksha leaders. He will stay with them, so the classes will happen there, and some evening programs will happen. So like this, he comes very often. At least I would say 4 to 6 times he would come here.
very, very wonderful, Mataji. Good, you are getting association of Maharaj each
Yeah.
and every time. So that is a blessings of the Lord, which is pouring on you, and yes, very wonderful to hear that you are having such nice connection with Maharaj. So thank you for sharing with us, Mataji. So you were saying your Bhakti Vriksha leader is disciple of Maharaj, and may I know who is your Bhakti Vriksha leader?
Shankadari Prabhu and Parameshwari
Shankara.
Mataji.
Ah, okay,
Parameshwari
fine, fine.
Mataji. Mm.
Okay. So yeah, so you're working, right, Mataji? So how would you balance your work and your spiritual activities, Mataji? And you were
Mhm.
saying that you stopped your Bhakti Vriksha for a while. Have you started now, or it's only
Yeah,
online?
so
Or how is
during
it?
the COVID, it is became online, Mataji. So now we started back again in person, but depending upon the services, weekly, some Saturdays it will happen. I try to go, Mataji. I'm not still consistently going now, but you said that um, how I balance. I am still struggling, Mataji, in my spiritual and balancing spiritual and material life. Um, to be honest, I still have some desires, material desires. Um, I want to chant, because if I don't chant before 8, before this Bhakti Sanga Japakran, from the 8:30, 9 o'clock, my work starts, like 9 to 6, right? And then 9 to 5. So I won't be able to do in between. That is not a proper chanting. If I do in the morning chanting only, that is only the best chanting. I'm still struggling, Mataji. So, but I try to finish my chanting in the early. If I am not able to do, I try to do sometime in the day, which is not that of quality. So, yeah, that's where I think I'm trying to improve upon, Mataji. So.
Wonderful, wonderful, Mataji, wonderful. So in this thing also, you're just trying to at least do the balancing, right? So surely Krishna will help on that, and of course, you are doing a very wonderful job, Mataji, as of now. So that itself a great inspiration for whoever is watching this one. So yeah, in the temple, Mataji, you were saying that you are going for services. So when you do the services, how is it? How's like how to put the question, how do you feel when you do the services, and how about the co-devotees who are working with you during the services? Are they friendly, or how can you move with them, or how do they move with you?
Yeah, I never had any interactions where I was not feeling otherwise, Mataji. I am so grateful for everybody. So wonderful, so compassionate. The Matajis and Prabhujis where I work, right? They are so exalted devotees, Mataji. These are. I would say I'm not even. I'm so blessed to be even there, having the opportunity to do so, to opportunity to work there, Mataji, because they're all so much exalted devotees, and maybe practicing Krishna conscious for so year and so much time, and they're so advanced, and I feel so happy to be there with them, and for blessed to be having association and having the time to serve. And actually I feel, as I was saying, right, I feel when I was in temple and doing the services, right, I am so involved, and I feel like I want to stay there in the temple in a room. I don't want to come back here. I feel that that is where my place is. I don't want this. But at the same time, that is not what Krishna has given this responsibility. I should fulfill these responsibilities, and there is a time once my kids go to college, and then I am on my own. What I want to do at that time, maybe I can do, but not now. But part of me, I have material desires too. So I have material desires. Uh, Sometimes my Prabhuji, you will say Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, but you want that, you want this. How is it possible? You're in two conflicting minds. So, but I'm saying I have this material desires. I think that's why I'm not able to progress. But yeah, I feel so joyful and happy when I'm in Temple Mataji, and I feel like wanted to stay there. Uh, I really love the service. Service is my I get a lot of joy in serving Mataji, but at the same time, sometimes rather than at home, right, I feel more joyful to do the service. But I cannot do that and this. I'm unable to balance that because this is also important. This is my responsibility that I have to take care, right? Sometimes I feel that I am running away from my responsibilities to go there because I like it there better than here. So I'm sorry, but uh,
Of course, yes, Mataji. We always, because that's why we are always told as part and parcel of the Lord, but still we are conditioned, right? So in that case, that as we are coming from the Lord, we always want to be with Him, but still, as we are conditioned, we also have the responsibility that which the Lord has given to us. As you were saying, that we have to look after our family first, and then we
because
have
this
to.
is also a service, Mataji. That's what Mataji and Prabhuji told. This is also service because this is a very important service that we should not neglect, because then Krishna is not happy. Because this morning also Prabhuji was telling that whatever pleases Krishna, whatever makes Krishna, because the free will should be pleasing to Krishna. I think in Gauranga Prabhuji also telling sorry, this morning
Jayananda
Jayananda Prabhuji was telling me, right, telling us. So it's wonderful class today too. So every time, yeah.
So yes, Mataji, being actually in Krishna conscious, we also have the material desires that will take time, Mataji. Even it's not only for you; it's of course for me also. So I do have also so much inside material desires. So that's why everything is slow for me also, I think. So thank you for sharing that, Mataji. And and yeah, so what is your inspiration in Bhakti Mataji? Like, and what are the apart from hearing chanting? Do you study any books, Mataji, of Prabhupada or?
I was not. I used to attend Leelamrita class, Mataji. That was like by my Bhakti Vriksha group sometime back now. And during the COVID time, as I said, right, I used to do a lot of things, like attend a lot of classes and all. But now, for the past past month, I think in the New Year, Sundarana Prabhuji started this everyday read Bhagavatam, 1, 2 verses, and then there's a from India, there is a group where they start reading Bhagavatam also. That is Bhagavad Gita. Sundarana Prabhu started Bhagavad Gita. This is Bhagavatam, 21 days. I am a starter, Mataji. I am not consistent. So I started. I started reading Bhagavata every day, 2 verses. I think I did for a couple of days, fine. And maybe 15, 20 days, fine. And then I'm supposed to continue, but in between, I stopped. So now again, I'm coming back. So I think my biggest challenge is that consistently maintain every single day, no matter what. Balancing that is where I am struggling, Mataji, a lot. I think see, ideally I would like to, like, every day particular time you just do this and that, do Bhagavatam study and do this Bhagavad Gita study and all. But I think I still need to work on that, Mataji. I still need to work on that.
So you were initially saying, Mataji, that your family is not into this, but when you attempt to do the service or to read or to invite someone, some devotees in house, is that okay for your family, or how was it in that case? Are they supportive?
Yeah, so I chant Mataji in the mornings, but they support me, Mataji. So they support me, and usually I'll tell Saturdays, and I used to do service. So Thursday is my service. From this time to this time, I'm not available, and after that I can take it. So I used to do my things, what I need to do before the service starts for them, pack food, whatnot, whatever the things. And I tell from this time to this time I'm not available. From this time onwards, I'm available. So they're understanding. They cooperate, Mataji. So, and as far as Bhagavad Gita study and all, like after 8 p.m. and all, I'll just close my door. And I think sometimes I'm not done with my duties until some 10. Sometimes it happens, like things happen, right? Don't have pathetic. At the times when I'm so tired, I'll skip it. I don't study the Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam. That's what I'm saying, that I need to modularize myself, my time and all. And I think when I have more taste for this, I know I have the desire. I want to progress in this, and I wanted to make study these scriptures and all. One in the past, it was difficult for me to understand. When I read them, it was not making that much sense or taste. But now, by listening morning classes, I listen, right? I think I understand the theoretical aspect and all these things. I think where I am working is towards the application of it to my life, and in addressing, these are all, as this Prabhuji was telling right today, whatever meant to happen, is it there? Because the script is already written. You are doing, you are following the script, or you are doing the part. Whatever has to happen has already is happening the way it is. You cannot do anything otherwise, because this is the script. Krishna has a script for you, and you are doing that, following that. So sometimes I have um, I think because of my conditioning, my own conditioning, my own material nature, modes acting, right? Um, I'm what is the word I wanted to say is, I think I'm feeling challenging to balance it, but I'll get there, Mataji. I have a faith in Krishna, that a strong faith in him, that he will guide me. He has be there with me all the time, whenever, even if whenever I did not even pray, or maybe sometimes I'm lacking on my things, he's there and he helped me. Whatever I am having today is because of his mercy. Otherwise, I'm not here. It's all. Even if I'm alive today, is also because of his mercy. I could have been dead in the accident, the kind of accidents that has happened to me, car accidents or what. But I'm not dead. I'm still there because it is because of him. So he's always there protecting me no matter what. Whether I pray him, whether I chant or not, he's always there.
Okay. Yes, Mataji. So, of course, when our desire is deep, and when we have that sincerity for the Lord, of course, his hands, we can see his hands. And you were mentioning about some accident, right, Mataji? What is this? What is it that about?
No, no, I don't know if I should mention this. So, I think this is in.
Was it recently or?
There are several. Recently, also one happened, Mataji. That car total, nothing happened to me or the back car. In the back car, there was a months-old boy, boy or a girl, and a 4-year-old, like a family. on Mother's Day, May 14th last year. So, but anyway, car was total. Nothing happened to me. Nothing happened. Somebody in the car. And more than that, in 2006, when my son was like 3 months, maybe, yeah, 3 months old, the accident happened. When I came out of the car, I was going in this lane. Car went in the other lane and over the curb, come back into this lane, and then hit a tree and stopped there. Actually, there is a down, some thing is there. The car went down in this thing, but still nothing happened. Not even a scratch happened to me, but the car was total. When I came out of the car, people were asking, are you still alive? How come you're still alive? Because the kind of accident you had, how are you still alive? So in the sense that not that they were surprised that I'm alive, what I'm saying is that the kind of, because how lucky is that even though that is evening 5:30 p.m., there's a traffic time. I'm just 2 minutes away from the home. But none other cars were hit. Even though I made this whole round from the other lane to this lane, nothing, because they are little far. This is all Krishna's arrangement. This is all, that is nothing in me. This is all Krishna's arrangement. And then car fell from, hit the tree, tree fell off, car fell into there is some down space on the bridge. It fell in down, like from actually down, but nothing happened to me. So, but anyway, so that kind of things happened to me, couple, I would say. No,
Hare
so,
Krishna.
yeah.
Yes, Mataji, I can understand that. Yes, in these are the situations where actually everything is inspiring. Whatever you were saying, we have to. I could see that you have so much desire and so much love for Krishna, and of course, Krishna is there with you every time. And yes, he will make everything to set at right point at right time. Yeah. So, thank you, Mataji, Hare Krishna, for this
Krishna,
giving
thank you so much,
the
Mataji.
opportunity. We can
Thank
end
you.
the interview here, Mataji, with your permission. And thank you so much for coming on the call, and thank you for giving me the opportunity, and of course to the viewers and all the Bhakti Sangha devotees, giving your association and coming on the call and making this interview to happen. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. I'm so grateful for this opportunity, and I'm so thankful, Mataji. And yes, Mataji, he is there and he's always protects. Whether we pray him or not, he's there and he will take care.
So Krishna conscious is always joy, Mataji.
Yes,
Let's always,
always,
as
always
you were
joy.
saying, we'll always have fun. We'll always pray for each other. We'll always enjoy the prasadam. That is the last treat we are having in
So I
Krishna
didn't tell
conscious.
you that, Mataji. Krishna conscious is more, what is more happy for me is that maybe the prasadam. Sometimes
Of
I go
course.
to temple for prasadam, Bhakti Ruksha prasadam. And then I get prasadam for my kids so that they will eat prasadam and then they wanted to come there. So, prasadam is the most
Weapon. Prasadam is a
weapon are attracting things. So other day I was telling to devotee also, what I like here was I like prasadam so much. Devotees are good, but I like prasadam also much. So anyway, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank
Hari
you,
Bol.
Mataji. Hare Bol.
Hari Bol.